So hello and welcome back to our Lives of the NPCs that I've been having so much fun doing. And this one was kind of my own choice to do. I didn't actually have any suggestions for him. I was just out here in Pandaria for my Exploring Azeroth series, flying around trying to find really cool stuff. And I happened to stumble across Master Bruised Paw here in Pauquan Hollow, and I decided to dig a little bit more into him. And he doesn't have a lot of lore in-game, but he is the hidden master. He is a legendary Pandaren monk. He's a hermit. He lives here in this beautiful little house back here in Pauquan Hollow. He is the subject of a search from a bunch of different adventurers. Lynn Tenderpaw is actually the one who finds him, but he's not all that pleased with her. And unlike some of my other Lives of the NPCs, I think we're going to actually do his quest chain because I did it on a different character earlier today, and it was so much fun. And one of the only quest chains, I think this might have been one of the first ones that did a really good job of putting your character into the scene, and I just thought it was cool. Personally, I feel like during this it should be playing the I'll make a man out of you, but you'll see what I mean when we get to it. But yeah, to pick up his quest, you need to do a little bit of questing over in Stone Plow, and they will give you the breadcrumb quest that sends you out here to find the hidden master. A couple other interesting little things about him before we start the quest chain is there's one of the scrolls of Pandaria out behind his house. So if you are looking for those, that is right where it is, and it tells you about Pandaren fighting tactics. During the dark days of the Mogu dynasties, Pandaren slaves were not permitted weapons of any kind. When training in secret, Pandaren monks would often use farm tools or simple bamboo staves for practice. Emphasis was also placed on unarmed strikes. In contrast, the favored weapons of the Mogu were based on fear rather than practicality. They were large, cumbersome, and difficult to wield. Pandaren monks took advantage, developing fast strikes and the skill to quickly move around the battlefield. The larger, slower Mogu were often completely disoriented by the speed of the Pandaren monks in open combat. Over the years, fighting styles have changed dramatically, incorporating any number of other abilities, weapons, styles, etc. But the core foundation of Pandaren fighting techniques remains the same. Defeat an opponent of any size with your bare paws, if you have to. So I think that's really interesting, and it also kind of gives you a clue as to the training that you are about to endure. Another interesting thing about Master Bruised Paw here is he is voiced by James Hong, who was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. He's been in Kung Fu Panda. He was the voice of Chi Fu from Mulan. So a very, very great voice actor, and kind of what I expect from World of Warcraft. Their voice acting is always pretty much top-notch. So let's go ahead and just do these quests.
What is it?
All right. He says, "You wish to train? You?" Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
"You seek training. The Pandaren studies your physique for several seconds without speaking. All right, so I am a little bit small. Deal with it."
Yes?
We will start with a test. The trial of bamboo. Your friend Lynn failed this test. Follow me and listen carefully to my instructions. Got it. All right, here we go. The first trial. Oh, but first things first, Galleon is up. All right, we are ready.
This test is simple. All you need to do is strike the bamboo until it breaks. But it's too thick around, you might say. That is part of the test. Yes, to succeed, you must focus all your energy into one fist. Then, strike!
Got it.
Well done.
And hit the bamboo. Yay! I was able to break bamboo. Look at that. I feel so strong. So that was the first test.
What is it?
All right. You show promise. We will continue. It is now time for your first round of training. No mere watermelon can stand up to me. You must be swift as the coursing river. With all the, what is it? With all the something of a great typhoon.
What is it?
All right. Then he's going to give me a couple of quests.
Yes.
So here we go. I'm going to slay some mist incarnations.
What is it?
I'm going to relight some fog wards. And we will be back when I have done that. But here we go. All right, after we have run around and taken care of some mist monsters and also relit the fog wards, it is now time to do the trial of wood. You have progressed in your training. I think so. Come with me and we will attempt the trial of wood.
Yes.
All right, so my fists are ready. Bring it on.
This test is simple. All you need to do is strike the wood until it breaks. But it's too hard, you might say, huh? But it's not too hard. You are ready for this.
All right, we're ready.
Well done.
Thank you, Master. Yes. One more. Yes, we did it. Look at us go. We have now broken wood and bamboo. So now it's time for another training montage.
What is it? Yes?
Ah, where was my training montage? I swear there was a second training montage. But evidently, before we can do a second training montage, we need to go get some eggs. That's right. I remember that. Let's go get some eggs.
What
Also, you can always review your basic training and watch the cutscene again. It's kind of fun. I also found out, well, reading through Wowhead and Wowipedia and the WoW Wiki, trying to find out if there was anything else, like, exciting about Master Bruised Paw. Evidently, he is the one who trained Old Hillpaw, who you meet down as a farmer now. And Old Hillpaw, I don't think he ever makes allusions to training under the Master, but evidently he is the one who was trained by the Master. Master Bruised Paw also shows up and helps in the final defense of Stoneplow against the Klaxi invaders. So that is always interesting, and that is kind of the thing that leads you into the next portion of your questing after you finish the Valley of the Four Winds, and Galleon is up again. I swear, if the Shah of Anger was up as often as Galleon comes up, life would be so much easier, and I would have that mount from the Shah of Anger, which I still don't have. Alright, well, I'm going to pick up a bunch of eggs, and it's kind of fun because these eggs actually end up being used in your training montage that is coming up. And the other reason I wanted to film during this is because this hornbill that you have to take out, evidently it has a mate because it shows up in the training montage as well. Alright, Master Bruised Paw. We now have gotten your eggs.
What is it?
My egg went extremely well. Let's continue. Ow! Tranquil as a forest, getting pelted with eggs. Yeah, that is totally it. Alright, here we go, blindfolded. It is time for the egg dodge test. I notice these eggs are getting larger. Also, I think I mostly got Master Bruised Paw breakfast. No! Look out behind you, Master Bruised Paw!
What is it?
Alright, well, it is time.
Yes?
You have accomplished much in the short time you have been here, Donna. And I would not normally offer this test so soon, but I feel that you are ready. It is time that you attempt the Trial of Stone. Heck yeah, let's go. I have done all that you asked of me. I am ready for the Trial of Stone.
This test is simple. All you need to do is strike that stone until it breaks. But that's impossible, you might say. Well, then you would be wrong. With clarity and focus, nothing is impossible. An excellent strike.
Yes. Clarity. Focus. Punch this rock 5 times and it is sure to break. Look at me. Breaking rocks. You know, my old Taekwondo teacher would probably be very proud that my digital representation can break rocks. I don't think real life me would want to do it, though. Sounds like you would get a little bit more than just a bruised paw.
Yes?
Alright. There we go. Master Bruised Paw bows before you. Stone quivers and breaks beneath your fists. You have the power to move mountains if you so desire. There is nothing more I can teach you. Alright. And that is Master Bruised Paw. Like I said, I couldn't find much of a backstory on him. I couldn't find much lore around him, but I loved the cutscenes. And also, I have to say, checking out his cute little house. Again, I love Pandaria. I really do. Pandaria is one of my favorite expansions just for the sheer amount of cozy vibes that it brought. And it's just kind of awesome.
What is it?
So there we go. You do these quest chains, you can come back and review your training, basic or advanced, anytime that you want. And that is Master Bruised Paw, who was, again, voiced by James Hong, a phenomenal voice actor. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. If you have an NPC that you would like to see a little bit more of, or see a little special love thrown their way, there are so many NPCs in World of Warcraft, and they all have at least some kind of a story behind them. Sometimes it's a little story, sometimes it's much bigger. I'm curious if anyone has found Master Bruised Paw in any other expansions, because I have not been able to, but he feels like he needs to be in the Dragon Isles or someplace. Anyway, if you have an NPC that you would like me to spotlight, be sure and drop it in the comments down below, and I will see you next time. Say goodbye, Donna.